What's up guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm gonna be spending most of my day in the kitchen testing out different recipes and also just cooking in general. So I figured why not just document it. So first things first, I'm gonna start my day off making some breakfast because we haven't had breakfast yet. And then I'm gonna get started on my pepperoni sourdough loaf. So my cousin Patricia, a few months ago, she sent me a video of someone who made this pepperoni sourdough loaf. And I thought it looked really good. And we made a bunch of pizza last week. So I have a bunch of pepperoni and mozzarella left over. So I figured why not, put it to good use so that it doesn't go bad. So yeah, we're gonna attempt to make a loaf. I did get the loaf started last night. So the dough in general is good to go. It's just a matter of like adding in the fixins. I gotta preheat my oven and get that going. So yeah, but first things first, let's get breakfast going and start our day. Eli actually just picked me up some coffee. So this will probably be my last coffee because I did order tea and it is supposed to come today. So, but yeah, update on the matcha. Everywhere I go, I've looked, like the prices are pretty crazy. It's like the cheapest one I found was around 35, but it isn't necessarily the best quality one. And then I actually went to ʤᴜ괡 and they sell their matcha, their ceremonial matcha, and it was like $43, and I'm like, that's crazy. So yeah, if you guys have any recommendations of where to buy matcha, or maybe I'll just stick to drinking my tea, but if there is, let me know because I haven't been able to find a good one. So yeah, anyways, let's get started on breakfast and get our day going. All right guys, we are testing out my new carbon steel pan. I did season it yesterday. I literally just washed it with mild soap and hot water, and then I let it dry out. I basted it with a high smoke point oil. So I use avocado oil as my high smoke point oil. So I baste that, and then I actually sauteed onions. So I had a few onions in the fridge that were actually going bad, and I sauteed it until it got to like a charred consistency. I should have documented it, but I was too busy yesterday. But yeah, and now you could see it's created kind of like stained my carbon steel pan, and that's what you want. You want to get that like that seasoning. Basically it's seasoning your pan in general. But yeah, so you want to kind of get that consistency. So we're gonna test it out now officially. I did saute it for quite some time. I did 2 rounds of onions that I sauteed because I had a bunch of onions that were going bad anyways. So I hope that does the trick. So now I'm just gonna oil it and we are gonna test an egg on it. Let's try to give it a flip. Okay, not too bad. All right guys, update. I had a bunch of starter. So I decided to make some sourdough pancakes. And these are just stuff that I like to have in the freezer for when we don't have like breakfast items or anything like that. So it's just a good freezer item to have. So making some of that. Here's my batch right here. Should be about like 10 or so pancakes. So there we go, guys. Here's the loaf. It is looking good so far. I hope I do this right. So we're gonna carefully try to flip this in thirds here. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, there we go. Okay, then we want to grab this end here And we want to flip that. Okay, now you want to like cheese this area up a little bit. Okay, I don't know if I'm putting way too much cheese, I'm not sure. It's a first time for everything, you know, so. And then you want to put some pepperoni on here too. There we go. Okay, and then want to go like that, and then go like this. I don't think I'm gonna be able to kind of, okay, all right, maybe we are. Maybe we're good. We could shape it up a little. I'm nervous. I'm honestly super nervous. Ooh, created a little hole. Oh no, okay, okay. We're creating holes now. Okay, all right. I need to put more dough. Okay. Okay, we're not gonna do any shaping because there's holes that are being developed here. Let's try to, all right. Just trying to fix them as best as we can there. Honestly, I'm probably not even gonna create like holes on the top because there's already holes. Maybe a couple, we'll see. Oh my God, oh my God, oh no. All right, I think I might have put too much filling, but we're committed and we're just gonna let it happen. So there we go. I'm just gonna flour it up a little so that it does stick. All right guys, here is what the loaf is looking like. Not my best. I don't even know if it's cooked inside all the way. So I don't know if I should put it back in the oven to cook, but that's what it's looking like. All right guys, let's see how this is looking. Oh, okay. Looking pretty good. It's still a little, man, maybe I should have cooked it a little bit longer. It's a little undercooked. Should I put it back in? I don't know. But it looks good. Just, I probably should have left it in a tad bit longer. Update on the pepperoni loaf. I'm not satisfied with it, to be honest. I know I did rush the loaf process last night because I started it pretty late and I was just trying to rush to go to sleep. So I did that, and then I opted not to add the pepperoni and cheese filling until this morning. And I know most people usually add it the night before so that it really like seeps into the dough and then it absorbs like the oils that come from like the pepperoni. And I didn't scorch it, like make marks on it, because there was a lot of holes from when I was like putting the bread together, so I thought that would have sufficed, but it didn't. So it's a little undercooked. So I put the oven at 350 and I'm gonna bake it there for a few minutes to kind of just save it. I don't want to waste it. And it's like almost there. It's not like fully undercooked. There's just slightly some parts of it that are a little undercooked. But yeah, lesson learned. Definitely gonna do this again. I'm for sure. I make pizza quite often, so I always have pepperoni left over. So this is a good way to not waste it, which is nice. So yeah, but this is what it's looking like. so far. I have cut it all up. As you can see, there's just like bits that are just slightly undercooked, but overall it's pretty cooked. All right, guys, it's looking much better. I'm gonna let this cool down, give it a little taste test. All right, guys, so while the pepperoni is cooking up, I made some kimchi jjigae to eat since it's 1 o'clock, so we haven't had lunch yet. So there we go. We just have some, there's this like sliced beef chuck that they sell at Costco, and I used it to barbecue over the summer, and so I had a little bit of that. I added to it, added some tofu. Realized I didn't use the silken tofu, so this is the soft one. And then I added some enoki mushrooms. I'm not the biggest fan of mushrooms, but I'm trying to incorporate it a little bit more into my meals. So enoki mushrooms I can do with, but who knows, I might try to experiment with some other mushrooms, but we'll see. All right, guys, Ila and I tried out the pepperoni bread. It's good, fresh, but I could tell it's still slightly undercooked inside. And I put it in the oven at 350 for a good like 25 minutes, and I don't want to put it in there too long because I don't want the outside to burn. So it's not where I want it to be. It's not bad though. It's still good. Still, we had it with some of my leftover pizza sauce as a dipping sauce, so it is still good. But yeah, I definitely learned a lot. This is my first ever like sourdough loaf that I had filling in it. I've only just made regular loaves, so definitely learning. And yeah, just trying to figure out what I can do differently next time. So overall, for a first time, not too bad though. Look who's a big fan. Third piece.
Yep.
Third piece with the dipping sauce.
Yeah, with this sauce, it's perfect.
It's been a minute since I've vlogged. I've just been kind of getting some stuff done on my computer. Did some editing. Did some just like boring stuff, like I'm trying to clean out my emails, so I was just doing a bunch of that, and unsubscribe from a bunch of just like spam stuff so that I don't get emails sent to me. So just deleting a bunch of those, and then I stumbled upon some like home videos on my Google Drive. So I was showing Eli some of those stuff. I should probably save that to like a hard drive so I could have like a backup copy of it. But yeah, I have those. So yeah, that was like a good 3 hours or so. But now we are back in the kitchen and gonna make some dinner. So tonight we are gonna have some steak. And then we're also gonna have some Alfredo pasta. We haven't had pasta in a minute, so. All right guys, dinner is served. We got some Alfredo pasta. I only had penne pasta noodles, so we used that. And we got some medium rare steak. There we go. Time for dinner. All right guys, now we've gone full cleaning mode. Eli is here organizing laundry for tomorrow. The whole kitchen, the pantry, everything is all cleaned up. And now I'm out here trying to fix my closet. So it's a little bit of a mess, but we're gonna get to it. Closet is all fixed, everything's all clean. So that is all. I'm gonna call it a night and head to bed. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.